Hello, me Detective here. I just want to mention before I start my Wolf Among Us Season 2 predictions, I will be reviewing and analyzing the Batman stuff. I won't be making playthroughs because I just rewatch it. I'm like, I don't think I'll ever do what I did with the Resident Evil 7 stuff. I probably will never do that again, but I will review the episodes, and after I'm done with like my opinions and my opinions and what I thought of the episode as a whole, I'll then start to analyze the episode, see what plot points can go forward into future episodes, and I'll also analyze the next time ons on the end of every episode. Even though I won't say it's probably the most. I've never really thought the next time ons on Telltale games have really been extremely reliable. They either are very misleading, or they kind of show stuff that happens in the episode, but at times they also completely lie to you. Or when that what happens in the next time on happens in the episode, it happens in a very different setting or different circumstances. So I just want to say that it seems like Batman episode 1, the ending within episode 1 is coming out really soon, and it seems like a lot of people have gotten it early. I'm going to make a review of the episode and do my analysis, and now I'm going to get to The Wolf Among Us. My thoughts on The Wolf Among Us, as in like the first game, I really love it. It's I don't know if I would say my top 10, but one of my favorite games of all time, and I love like the noir the neon noir style. I love the the style. I love Bigby. He's awesome. Like probably one of the most badass characters of all time. And it also got me into Fables, because before that point I never heard of Fables in my life. But when I played the game, I got into the series, and now I haven't gotten too deep into it. I've only read like the first 2 volumes, but I love it so far. So I'm like really, really hyped for this season 2. And I want to do like, this won't be like the first video where we see gameplay and like there's a legit trailer out there, because like for Wolf Among Us Season 2, this is the only picture we got. There isn't any like confirmation of anything. The only thing that the creators have fully said is that this is going to be a new mystery. That's all they said. Like, it's going to be a new sprint, a new story, same characters but new story, and more than likely returning plot points. This is what I'm going to discuss here. Like, which returning plot points or characters, mostly antagonists and stuff like that, will come back in Wolf Among Us 2. Well, let's see. I want to get one thing out of the way before we start. I was originally supposed to do. I was going to do this video. I was going to think of like maybe Echopod Crane would return in the game. But while I was finding pictures of Crane and finding more, I'm doing some research, I found out that Crane is in fact in the actual Fables comics, and in the comics they actually do deal with him in a certain way. If you have not read up to issues 22, let's just say something happens to Crane, but we'll just say Bigby takes care of him. Now, yeah, I was kind of spoiled to that, but I'm when I get read up to that, I'll be okay. And to be fair, I'm kind of satisfied what happened. But anyway, just through the unless season 2, they're gonna really differ from the comics. Like they're just gonna do their own continuity, which I wouldn't be totally against. But at the same time, though, the Crane is in the actual canon. It'd be really weird if they actually went after him, went to Paris and went after him, because that would just screw up the actual comics continuity. So yeah, just getting Crane out of the way, that he will not reappear in season 2, and more than likely he'll just be forgotten about. Thank God, because yeah, Crane was kind of a jackass, and yeah, kind of a cowardly jackass. Now we get to the real analysis, and first we shall begin the analysis with probably the most discussed, theorized topic that to this day has not been figured out. The Nerissa Faith Conspiracy. Yes, the final scene of the end of season 1, where you talk to Nerissa one more time, and she talks about how she says she confesses, makes a confession about how she was technically to blame for the death of everyone, of the problem of Lily and Faith. But then when she leaves, she says almost an identical thing to what Faith said in episode 1. You're not as bad as everyone says you are. Which gets Bigby to think of all the previous events, and now everyone, ever since the final scene of the series, or season 1, everyone's been going nuts. Everyone has been theorizing, was Narissa Faith? Was Faith Narissa the whole time? All this big conspiracy stuff. And for me, I know as much as anyone else. I do not claim to know the true answer to this question, but I will say what I believe happened, and I don't know, because, okay, let's see. So this is what I personally think of what kind of happened. And it's kind of, I don't know if, I don't think the Narissa we saw at the end of the game was Faith. That's why I want to see him go up and say, I think Faith herself is in fact dead, but I believe Narissa could actually be but then again, like, okay, we know Faith is dead, or, we know Faith, that Faith was at least intended to die because of Georgie. Georgie said, both Narissa said, she saw firsthand that Georgie killed, Faith, and that, Georgie specifically, when telling Bigby about, the ribbons, and how it was all, back to Vivian, and how he's like, if you do the same thing, then, if you don't do that, then the same thing will happen to Faith, and, friend trying to say that, from he killed, more confirming that he did kill Faith. Then again, I guess, like, if you're a real conspiracy nut, you can make it on the argument that Narissa, that Faith was disguised as Narissa, and Narissa was disguised as Faith for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. But we do know there is something that's going on because of the creators. From a quote from a quote from an interview with the creators, actually they did joke around saying that they do, they know the answer. They do in fact know the answer, and they know who was who at the end, but they won't tell because, they want the fans to ponder over it, and they love seeing the fan theories and stuff. So, in that case, it's like, they know, they have plans for this storyline, so I'm sure the Narissa Faith thing will at least be mentioned in season 2, though I don't know if it'll be a main plot, because I'm the main plot, because I'm not exactly sure how you would do that. It's just a who was who in the end. I don't know if that storyline could fit an entire season. And for now, I'm so I don't go into a giant wormhole of theories and speculation and giant conspiracy theory stuff about Narissa and Faith. Let's get to the video and see about the returning antagonists of the game, who I think might come back, or I don't know, maybe dead. Depends. First, we'll discuss the Tweedle brothers, and this is really the most dependent, the most you don't know, because it depends on the choices you made. If you kill Dumb, and again, my playthrough, I personally did not kill Dumb, and say how soft I am. Even Bloody Mary did comment on that. If you let him live, it's too pathetic to ruin a Tweedle's day, or whatever the hell she said. Trust me, I'll get to her later. But depending on your playthrough, Tweedledum, I can either die in episode 3, or live, whenever you let him live, he lives by episode 5, and we don't see what, anything happened to him in episode 5, it's not like he gets stabbed, while with Tweedledee, it's a little bit more final. In episode 5, Georgie accidentally, stabs Tweedledee, no matter what happens, and the last scene we see of him, whether Dumb is dead or not, is, Sem laying on the ground, bleeding, and though I would say he is a Fable, so, Fables can take a lot of damage and stuff, so, but then again, Georgie took a stab at that thing, and, well, look where he went. Look what happened to him. So, we do know, Tweedledee might be dead. So, he might be dead. But Dumb may still be alive, though it might not matter anyway. So in the end of the day, Tweedles, it's kind of they were kind of the most consistent antagonists of the game. They were the most consistent antagonists. So they ever since episode 1, they've been at Bigby's ass ever since episode 1, and yeah, so they might come back, they might not. I don't know, but let's get to other villains. Now, finally, the member of the Crewman's posse that we definitely know is still alive. 90% sure. The Jersey Devil. To be fair, I don't think he would really play that big of a part in Season 2, because he wasn't really that important of a character. But at the same time, though, he could probably have a grudge against Bigby after everything that's happened, like ripping off his hoard and stabbing him with it. Also, axe to the head. And episode 5, you beat him in that, and you put you slam a lamp on his back, and that's my thing. I'm sure a lamp to the back didn't kill him. The guy took a lot. His full fight in episode 4 was he took a lot of damage. And I know they showed in episode 5 he's still injured, but at the same time though, it's he couldn't. There's no way he could have died through a lamp. So yeah, he might come back as maybe a minor antagonist. He just tries to kill Bigby one time, and you kill him or something, or you kill him, or you just beat the shit out of him. But I don't know. So yeah, that's his Jersey. And it'd be cool if he came back. I like his design, and yeah, he is kind of the personification of a Jersey asshole. But yeah, just we'll see. And now the last character, we all know who she is. Bloody Mary. And yeah, there's been a lot of debate whether this character is still alive or not. I'm kind of on the side saying that she's probably dead, though it'd be interesting if she were to come back. She made a ton of clones of herself, like Agent Smith, just millions of clones that you killed. So, for all we know, there is maybe one that escaped. Though, it's kind of odd, we already beat her. True, it was probably the toughest fight in the game, and Bigby had to go full-on wolf mode to kill her. But at the same time, though, that's the thing. We already beat her. So, she might come back, might not. We'll just have to see. And but the thing, I love her design. Also, the voice actress did a great job. As that creepy, creepy voice, just get under your skin. And she could definitely be a decent antagonist for Bigby throughout the whole season, rather than just being the very end of episode 3, being a bit in episode 4, and being pretty much the central secondary antagonist in episode 5. But it's we didn't see her a whole lot, but at the same time though, the little she was on, when she was on screen, she was great. So yeah, all around, it'd be great if Bloody Mary were to return, but at the same time though, again, we already sort of beat her, and from what the ending signifies, she probably is dead permanently. So, but we might be. We'll see. I guess. Again, this whole video is we'll have to see, I guess, for some continuing storylines. Again, for one thing, the creators have said this is going to be a new story. The season 2 will have a new mystery and a new story. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens. And this is just a predictions video. When an actual gameplay trailer, or just a trailer in general, does come out, I'll definitely analyze it. But this is just a predictions video. I just want to say I'm really hyped for Wolf Among Us Season 2, and right about now I'm about to play Batman Episode 1, Batman the Enemy Within Episode 1, and I'll be there. I'll make my review of the episode, and I'll see you there. See ya.